Hello, my name is Stumpy. I am about to show you how to make a hidden boat dispenser, but this one is specifically for adventure mode. Now, I've made maps, levels created from the original Tomb Raider games. This is Tomb Raider 2, level 2, Venice. Over there is level 1, which is the Great Wall. I've made all 15 levels from the very first Tomb Raider. All walkthroughs for all 15 levels are on my channel if you'd like to go and see them. But this is the start of my Tomb Raider 2 making of all the levels. So in level 2 you need a boat to get round the level because it's in Venice. But the problem is, I don't want someone to get their hands on as many boats as they like just by pressing a button, and then a boat will pop up, and then they press the button again and the boat will pop up again. Because what people will do is they'll just get their hands on a boat, they'll just crash all the boats, pick up all the spare pieces by crashing the boats. And I know this because it's happened in some of my other levels. In my first Tomb Raider levels are done, where people get their hands on any spare blocks they can find, and all they want to do is then say, oh, I know, I can build up out of the map, and then they just start building a little bridge out of all the spare pieces they've just found and build away out of a map, because that's what people like to do, and that's what they do. And I don't want them to do that. I don't want them to get as many pieces as they like and just build out of a map. So this will only give you a boat every time you crash into a wall. You pick up your two lots of pieces, which is 2 sticks. So we'll throw 2 sticks in, and 3 blocks. We'll just throw 2 in for now. Nothing happens. Throw in our 3rd block and a boat will be dispensed. If you smash that boat up again, throw 2 in. If we just throw 2, well, they didn't go in, we throw 2 of them in, nothing happens till you throw your last piece in. So you can't use any of the spare blocks for building out, because you will not get a boat back. So that is what I'm going to show you how to build. And it's, as I say, it's really only, you can use it in survival if you want, but it's really only been invented for adventure mode. Right, here we are in my experimental world. Right, just all my gadgets that I've made for my adventure maps and mechanisms I've tested out. Right, this is just my pretend dock and river for me to build this mechanism. As I say, this mechanism is just, well, mainly for adventure mode, where you don't want someone to have more than the 1 boat. They will have to put in the blocks when the boat breaks to make up a new boat and get a new boat. So here's what we need: a couple of boats just to test it out. We've got 1 dispenser, 5 hoppers, we have 3 chests, we have 4 redstone repeaters, 1 redstone comparator, at least 20 redstone. We may need a few more. We may need a few more hoppers as well, but it depends how your map, you know, the mechanism works out. 2 redstone torches. We have 64, 64 and 3 oak planks, and 2 sticks and a bucket of water. And these blocks are just to build the mechanism around. Use whatever you want for them. So let's go. Right, from your pier and the dock, you want to come out 1 block at least to give the boat room. Then we dig down. In front of that we dig down 2, and we stick our dispenser facing upwards. Into the dispenser we'll just stick the 2 boats, and then in the gap you've got above the dispenser, you want to make sure it's filled with its own water source. If you don't fill it up with its own water source, the mechanism won't work. And then don't fill that in with a block, but just fill above it, above with a block, to stop anyone in your adventure mode map from stealing any boats out of the mechanism. And come up, and anywhere up here, it can be, you can choose anywhere up here, it doesn't matter, but I'm going to dig down here 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. At the bottom we will have a chest, and on top of that we will have 2, is the police arresting someone? We will have 2, sorry about that, we'll have 2 hoppers. Then we can go underneath, and this is where we can start building the base of the actual mechanism. So the mechanism, from there we want to build it 5 wide. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide by 7. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 long. And you always build it away from the water. You don't want to build it towards the water. Build it away from the water, underneath the land. On this side we will place our 1 comparator. Then we'll build round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 redstone, and then we'll put 1, 2, 3 repeaters, these on maximum tick. Then we'll put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more redstone. We'll put a block with our redstone torch on top, and then 1 redstone that comes into the hopper to stop it dropping our items through. Actually, sorry, after that we put our 4th, sorry about that, so we've got the 3 redstone come round the corner, and then we put this one which is set on 2 ticks. We then just build out that way, put a 1 block there, a block next to it, so either side of that redstone torch we have the redstone, and then on this one we will stick a redstone torch which will go off, and that will be connected to the dispenser, which we will do now, which is pretty easy. You can connect it any way you want, this is up to you, as long as it works. Underneath, I go along up to the dispenser. Now this is where we need all our blocks, which we place into this middle hopper just above the chest. Place them in, and then we'll put 1 stick in each of the last 2 slots. And that should be it. Now we come up here and we get myself some spare blocks and some spare sticks. Now, as I show you, you can stick anything, throw anything in here, and nothing will work unless you throw the exact pieces in. When a boat breaks, it'll give you 3 oak planks and 2 sticks. So we throw 1, 2, 3 and 2 sticks in. Our boat is dispensed. If we get in our boat, I'm not sure it'll break in this small distance. No, it won't break in that small distance, but if you break that boat up and then you pick up the pieces again, you throw the right amount in, and it'll dispense another boat out. Now, at the moment, we only had 2 boats in there, but what you can do to make it obviously last longer is get, oh, what's happened? Have I got rid of all them? That was silly of me. We get our hoppers, and we connect the hoppers pointing sideways into the dispenser. Up here we can stick up above, just need this to stand on. On here we can stick our chest, and the chest can just be filled right up with boats. Oh, that's because that's okay, we'll get rid of that one, but you can't, sorry about this. We can fill it that side, that'll do. Right, so then we can just fill that up. The boats will go right along, and you can fit up to 60, 70 boats in. The boats will just shoot right along, and that's how many boats you've got in and how many times it can be used. It'll just keep getting filled up, and boats will just keep coming out. Oh, I've thrown them all in there, that's what I've done. Who's an idiot? I'm an idiot. So, yeah. You can just keep as many boats, 60 odd boats in there. And again, if I throw 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, the right amount of pieces in, another boat will be dispensed. As I say, again, it's mainly for adventure modes, so someone cannot have lots of boats. They've got to come back to your mechanism, and normally I stick this inside a wall like that with a sign telling the people to throw in 2 sticks and 3 oak planks into the hopper, so they know that's what they've got to do. Oh, I threw 3 in there, but there we go. Another one's. So thanks for watching. That's my boat dispenser for adventure maps, and hope it was helpful, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.